Hiya, and welcome to the 4th season of the Most Stop Motion Shorts Festival for 2023. I'm David Rocco Ficini, and for the next couple of hours, we are going to showcase some excellent stop motion shorts submitted from around the world, from the adorable to the abstract, from the introspective to the absurd. This season, we had a record 51 submissions from 16 countries from around the globe, including Brazil, Canada, Egypt, France, Germany, Iran, Ireland, Italy, Japan, Mexico, Switzerland, Uruguay, the Netherlands, the UK, and of course, the USA. What makes our festival so unique is that every submission to Most Stop Mo receives individual feedback from our juror panel of acclaimed and award-winning animation industry professionals, feedback based on their field of expertise. So throughout the show, we'll be meeting up with those jurors in a segment we like to call Anim 8, where selected filmmakers will get 8 minutes of direct feedback of their animated short from one of our 2023 jurors, including miniature cinematographer Guilberti, stop motion animator Mayrení Seda, and animation director Mike Owen. Every short submitted to our fest is showcased on our festival website. So visit moststopmo.com and go to the festival section where you'll find more information on each of the submitted shorts for 2023. You can follow along with the official selections being screened, as well as the honorable mentions, which we'll highlight during our intermission. For those of you with kids, the first part of our fest will showcase family-friendly submissions. Think like G or PG. After the intermission, the second part of our fest will delve into the PG-13 to R range. So without any further ado, let's go to the show.
To make
something wonderful.
Gather.
Make.
wait.
Start creating.
Start creating.
Start creating.
How did you two meet?
Long memories.
Yeah, very long memories. It goes back to the time
that we were about 17 years of age, which is a heck of a long time ago.
Over 70. 70 years
Ago.
we met. In the local parish table tennis club. I was 18, he was 17. And Grandad came with a friend one night. Met me.
Well,
And that's where the story started.
that's how it started.
He's still a prisoner.
And I've never played table tennis since. A great deal of fun.
Yes.
But in those days, that's a long time ago, long before television.
Yeah.
And okay, we went to the cinema maybe once a week, but the other days and evenings of the week, we depended on ourselves and our friends in clubs and so on for our entertainment.
We went for walks and went out in groups and that kind of thing. And
I remember one time we went up to Ticknock with a group, and I brought my dog, and my dog was a bull terrier, a lovely dog, but he didn't like anyone getting too cozy with me. So she said, that dog, every time I go near you.
and he was vicious.
He wasn't a bit. He was a big, gentle, lovely, gentle dog.
When did you realise that you really wanted to be together?
Well, when it wasn't immediately or anything like that, because we really were quite young.
Yeah, we were good friends.
Good
and we
friends.
liked
Yeah.
being with one another.
Yeah. But it was a little while after that before the bell rang.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we
Drifted apart.
drifted apart and
Yeah.
I went out with a few other people, friends, out to the pictures, dances and that kind of thing. And but I can honestly say that I never felt as comfortable in anybody's company as I did in Grandad's.
Because Grandad had the money.
Oh,
And I am really joking when I say
that
that.
was the one thing he didn't have. He
had
had
no
me.
money.
So I didn't marry him for his money. I mean, I went out with a couple of other young men, but I would never have dreamt of taking their hand or linking them, but I did with Grandad. I felt comfortable with him, and I still feel comfortable with him.
So that, anyhow, those were the early days of long ago.
Yeah.
Si tuviera que hablar de un mal momento en mi vida, creo que sé de cuál sería. Pero si tuviera que hablar de un buen momento, tal vez podría elegir el mismo. Hace muchos años las cosas se volvieron complicadas. Yo era un niño y pocas veces había visto el mundo de esa manera. Pero en la vida hay eventos que parecen cambiarlo todo. Cuando esto pasó, dejé de pensar que las cosas buenas existían. O que si existían claramente no estaban a mi alcance. Si existe la injusticia, la tristeza y la muerte, entonces ¿qué sentido tiene el chocolate caliente? O los bloquecitos de plástico, los muñecos, los autos. Son cosas para distraerse nada más. Y yo ya no estaba distraído. Esas cosas pensaba en esa época. Cuando vi a Mon por primera vez, solo sentí miedo. Pero no lo mostré. Lo que sí mostré fue enojo. Si a Mon le enojó mi reacción, tampoco lo mostró. No sé por qué estaba ahí. Pero creo que sintió que tenía que ayudarme. Ese día volví a casa y me sobresalté al notar que después de días el chocolate caliente sí tenía un gusto dulce. Mon siguió apareciendo. Le gustaban las flores y las nubes, hasta la de lluvia. De a poco a mí también me empezaron a gustar. Un día, sentado en la puerta de aquel cuarto, pensé que desde la ventana que había adentro también se podían ver las nubes. Pensé en cuántas nubes puede ver una persona. Y pensé que sin importar lo corta que fuera una vida, o lo aterrador que fuera el ruido de un respirador, las nubes siempre son hermosas.
Whoa! It's a mess in here, and I can barely see. We got a gig tonight. Can we get a light in here? Rev up those engines, boys. Much better. Well, now that the band's here, let's get started. A 1, a 2, a 3. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everything between. I'd love to show you a jamboree. We're traveling around, although we're not alive, to tell you how we met our fateful deaths on the I-5. Stanley is my name, and I look like a bow. A car ran me down when I froze up on the road. Throw my almost dead. Practice defensive driving during night and day. Driving slow will allow you to see us your way. But we shouldn't be on the road in the first place. So support land bridges, which allow us to be safe. Now that you have heard our plea, and as you can clearly see, we hope you've learned what to do when we're in front of you. As roadkill, it's not as simple as it seems. A thank you from the Roadkill Jamboree. Yeah. Thank you and good night. Drive safe, please. We are the Roadkill Jamboree. It's a modern tragedy. We've been divided by the road that ran straight through our home. Roadkill, it's not as simple as it seems. We are the Roadkill Jamboree. And though it's really sad to see when we're caught in your light, we hope you hear our plight. Roadkill is not as simple as it seems. Now that you have heard our plea, as you can clearly see, we hope you've learned what to do when we're in front of you. This roadkill's not as simple as it seems. A thank you from the Roadkill Jamboree.
It's time for our first Animate segment, where a selected filmmaker will get 8 minutes of direct feedback on their animated short from one of our 2023 jurors. Our first juror is stop motion animator Mayrení Seda. This year, Mayrení chose to give feedback to the short we just enjoyed. So let's join up with Mayrení in Mexico, where she'll speak with Megan Graham in Glendale, California about Roadkill Jamboree. Mayrení?
Oh, thank you, David. Hi, Megan. We're joined here by Megan Graham. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Where are you from? Where are you now?
So I'm from San Diego. I studied at San Jose State in San Jose, and now I'm back down in SoCal in LA, working in the stop motion industry down here.
Great. So let's talk about your film, Roadkill Jamboree. Let's start the clock. So first of all, I'm curious about what's the origin of the song, the music? Because the music was so much fun. I had a lot of fun watching this short film. So did the concept come first and then you wrote the song for it, or did the song come first? What happened?
Yeah, so it was originally inspired by a different ska punk song that had nothing to do with Roadkill, but I always thought it would be cool if Roadkill sung it. And so the idea of Roadkill Jamboree came first, and then we knew we wanted to make it a PSA, and so we wrote the song from there. I wrote the lyrics. Then we had two friends, Kevin and Savoy, who are actually down in Mexico too. They composed it, and then we had pitched this idea to this great ska punk band called Suburban Legends. And we're like, hey, wouldn't it be really cool if you were singing Roadkill? Wouldn't that be really silly? And they were like, yeah, definitely. That would be the coolest thing ever. And so then they agreed to work with us, and then they kind of further composed it, took their own kind of spin on it, and then recorded it from there. So they have a huge role in this film, and they're just amazing with what they did.
It was a great song. It was really catchy. I just watched the film again before this, and I feel like I still have the song in my head. So I think it was great. I'm a sucker for combining 2D and stop motion, and I think you did a great job with that. Just sorry for a little bit of feedback. Well, the 2D was great. It was really well animated, really well. The composition of all these different moments, the interaction with the animals was so much fun. I felt the stop motion was really cool too. The only thing with that is it didn't feel like as polished as the 2D. I don't know if maybe at school you have more opportunity to work on 2D than you do on stop motion, or but it felt like sometimes like the set felt a little bit tight as well. Like what experience did you have comparing those two techniques?
Yeah, so San Jose State doesn't have any stop motion. So we basically made the film out of a closet. We did get some support from professors. We happened to be able to get a hold of a robot arm to do some of the camera moves. But yeah, definitely I understand why the stop motion feels a little less polished. I did most of the stop motion in the film, and I'm mainly a stop motion fabricator. I also built all the things, aside from like a few bits and bobs here and there. So I could definitely understand why you feel like it might be a little unpolished. But I do hope that this film does further bring like more support to stop motion at San Jose State, because there are a lot of people that want to do it. It's just they don't have the resources. So part of Roadkill Jamboree was providing those resources to students and being like, look, you can do this, and like, here, let's teach you how to do this. So that was really awesome. And thank you for the 2D. We had a great 2D animation lead. Her name is Angelina Macedo. She's also a great storyboard artist. And she kind of led that whole part of it and just did an amazing job. And we just had so many underclassmen volunteers that really brought it all together. It was a crazy group effort.
Yeah, the timing and everything was really good on the 2D. I mean, I'm not saying that the stop motion was bad at all.
No, but you're
I
totally fair.
No, and I completely understand, because I also teach at university level sometimes, and it's very common, like schools focus on 2D and 3D, and there isn't that much attention to stop motion, and there aren't that many teachers who actually know how to guide the students. So you did a spectacular job, I think, especially if you're like self-guided through this process. It was really good. Was this your graduation film?
Yes. So I, along with the 8 like core team members, we all graduated in May. So right into the strikes, but you know, it'd be like that sometimes. But yeah, this was our senior thesis film.
Mm-hmm. And why that topic about roadkill? I think that was really interesting.
So I think that there are a lot of PSAs out there that are really boring or sad or don't really say much other than look at this sad thing, you should care. And I think for me and a lot of people in my age who are more like internet-based absurdist humor people, PSAs that are dark and funny and like just kind of goofy, I feel like will stick with people who are like my age and younger, since this film is meant for people who are just starting to drive and just like getting out there with that. And so we really wanted to, we just thought the idea of like dancing roadkill is funny, and we just kind of went with that and just did everything to make it funnier, like giving the snake a wig and being like, yep, she just has one, we don't know why, she just does because it's silly. And that was kind of our motivation for kind of spreading this message of like there's different ways that roadkill happens, but not necessarily making it like super sad or a bummer, if you will.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things I like the most about this film. It was a lot of fun to watch, but at the same time, it was like kind of cringy at the end, because this is a serious topic, which is kind of one of my favorite types of projects of stop motion, of short films, when there's an actually important message behind it that has like a social service to it. So kudos to that. So yeah, it was a lot of fun and everything, but also very cringy and gets to your heart at the end.
Definitely.
Yeah, I
like
think
a
the
funny
only other
Save
thing,
Ralph.
yeah, right. I think the only other thing, like technically, that I would say, I mean, I wish, like I said, the set would have been a little bit bigger so you could explore more camera angles with these stop motion puppets. The puppets look great. I mean, they were a lot of fun, and especially like the deer head that was singing at the bridge of the song. That was hilarious, because it also breaks the tone, the rhythm of the song. I think the only thing, like technically, also between the 2D and the stop motion, both of them, was the lip sync. The lip sync could be a little bit sharper. I don't know if they talked to you about animating online, where it's a time where, I don't know, you say you have to do an A or a certain mouth shape, and it comes out at the same time as the audio. Sometimes it's better for the mouth shape to show up 1 or 2 frames before the audio, and that makes it a lot sharper. So maybe you could work on that on your next films.
Definitely.
Speaking of which, are you planning on continuing in animation?
I mean, yes, we probably won't be making anything anytime soon just because we're all new graduates. Though I know a lot of us are just trying to get our foot in the industry, especially during this kind of trying time. But definitely in the future, I know a lot of the people that were like the core team of Roadkill Jamboree were all like really close friends in real life that like still see each other. We're all down in LA now too, or at least most of us are. So eventually we'll probably do something together. Hopefully in stop motion. But as of right now, I think all of us are just trying to get full-time jobs that pay us.
Right. And I hear animation is a little bit on hold right now in LA. There aren't that many jobs, but hopefully you'll find something soon.
I'm fortunately working, but just a few gigs here and there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, great. I hope you keep directing. That was great. It was a lot of fun.
Thank
you
you.
so
I
much for
appreciate that you
submitting
like
your
the
film.
Thank you for having us. Like, we really, I always love what, like you guys do. And so we were just like, we gotta submit. So, we really appreciate that. Like you consider us and also take the time to talk. It really does. It does mean a lot.
Yeah, it's a great festival. We're trying to make it bigger and bigger. So I think that's the
believe.
time we have. All right,
Sure.
the time we have. Thank you so much, Megan. And
Thank you.
David. Yay.
Thanks, gang. And by the way, I love the virtual background, Megan. In a recent trip to Mexico, Mayrení and I actually mentored students in the next 2 films of this year's festival. So enjoy.
Llegamos, padre.
was a redhead boy with pirate blood, his father was the best. On a flying ship they would sail and seek for the treasures on their way. Trained and strong the boy came to be, but he wanted other way. Not a pirate, no, not a pirate, so a princess he became. There was a redhead boy with pirate blood, his father was the best. On a flying ship they would sail and seek for the treasures on their way. Trained and strong the boy came to be, but he wanted other way. Not a pirate, no, not a pirate, so a princess he became.
It's time again for Animate. This round, our veteran juror and miniature effects cinematographer, Ray Gilberti, chose to give feedback to the short we just enjoyed, Ethel. So let's connect with Ray in California and Beatrice Yaki in Switzerland. Take it away, Ray.
Okay, thanks, David. How you doing, Beatrice? How are you? And so nice to see you. And I really enjoyed your film. So let's go on with it. Why don't we start the clock? Okay, so if Beatrice, if you could tell me a little bit about your film and why you made the film, and anything pertinent to producing this beautiful film. In so many words, it doesn't have to be too long, but just give me an idea of what was the idea behind this film.
Well, it was the production really took a very long time because the first ideas to make these films I had back maybe in 2012. It is quite a long time, and well, actually, I was a little bit fascinated by doing a movie that has something to do with that dance, and I thought that it is very fascinating, for example, to make a combination between these ice skatings and these dead dance, these skeleton skaters. So I was very fascinated by the idea to do an animation that is really looking like real skating, like real competitive skatings. And I did a lot of studies from internet, from YouTube movies. And that this was really the original idea that kept the movie to all this time. And then I was looking for a producer, and the producer was had the opinion that I have to make really a good story around this idea that is really touching the people. And this was really quite a long process to find a good story. Yes.
Oh, it looks like it. It looks like it took a while because it is absolutely beautiful. I enjoyed this film so much. And every time I go through it, I find something different that I realize how technical and detailed everything is in this film. Can you show your puppets a little bit? Can you raise them up a little bit? Wonderful. They're great. They're great. Are they fully armatured? Are they
Yes,
ball and joint or wired, or how they
they are wired amateurs because I was really
wow.
very limited also with financing. But I
Sure.
think it really it worked quite well with the wired amateurs, and yes.
Wow. I think the animation's beautiful, and for wired armature, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, go.
we shot the movie during the second Corona lockdown, and it was everything very, very quiet. And I had a wonderful person that made most of the animations, and we had a very, very quiet time, so we could really focus on that movie, and that was really that helped us a lot, I think, during this time. And
Oh, sure, sure, yeah.
and
And you built, so you did all the fabrication on the
yes,
puppets,
yes, I did
and
fabrications.
all the model work and the set design and building you did as well. All
Yes,
that?
I
Did you?
did the most of it. Yeah.
It's incredible. It's just incredible for everything from the snow and the ice. The ice looks so real.
Yes.
And what did you use for the ice?
Well, what I wanted to say is that because we were really very, very low of the budget, and a lot of the stuff I built at this snow landscape I found on the street. And I was also one day I was on my work. I was on my way home. I found a lot of these white sagex. This is the stuff where you need for packing stuff. And I put these things, and then there was a cloth, and there was also a decor snow. And this really, it worked perfectly. It was amazing. And the ice was a plexiglass, a board of plexiglass.
Yeah.
That was one of the last thing that I really had to buy. And it was also quite expensive. And yes, I were also amazed how perfectly everything works. And it's looking like real ice.
It is. It's just amazing. Even the cracking and just everything about it was really amazing. One question it's only got 3 minutes left. One question I had that I really want you to answer is the audio in this. Like everything is sunk up perfect. Did you use Foley in this? In other words, did you record it after you animated, or was it a combination of live action mic on the set with just Foley? So all this is Foley. In other words, you recorded the sound after.
I had really was really also a very lucky person with the guy that made the sound, and he recorded some of the sounds of the cloth and these things by himself. And yes, he's a wonderful person. I was so in any way. I mean, it was such a hard procedure to build the story, to make the story. But he was also working. I had a big luck to work with wonderful people. I just could say, look, do what you think it's right for the movie. I gave them a wild card, and they could. And it was wonderful what they were doing.
Before we go, we only have like a minute and a half. All your camera angles, of course, I didn't discuss too much on the camera, but all your camera angles and your focal lengths and everything were perfect. I like the overhead angles. I like the close-ups, your cutting, your editing, everything about the film is just really amazing.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, your backgrounds. There's one little thing that I want to point out that I would have liked to seen, and it nothing to do with ruining the film or anything, but I would like to have seen just a little bit more depth of field in some of these shots. Some of the times, like her head would be in focus, and maybe when she was fixing her skates, that was a little bit out of focus. And some of the trees, it's daylight, and I think maybe just extending the depth of field a little bit more. I love it, the trees in the background out of focus, but a little bit more in the foreground, and maybe when she's passing by a tree, have that tree in focus as well. You know, unless I went through it with you.
I don't know.
What's
Yeah,
that?
that would be interesting. Yes. So,
but all the lighting, everything is just amazing, and all the sync. You know, exactly the timing, turning on the light comes on, it shines in the right area. No double shadows, thank you. And when she's out in the forest, sliding down the hill, you know, going sliding towards the dock and the rink. The lighting was perfect. You know, it was cold. I could hear the breeze in the background. I know we're out of time, but 1 minute. And just everything about it was really good. I wish we had more time.
Thank you very much.
Okay, David.
Thanks, Ray, and thank you, Beatrice. We're going to take a short intermission now, where we'll highlight the honorable mentions of our 2023 festival. I invite you to check out their shorts on our website. We'll be right back. Welcome back. It's time for the second part of our fest, where we'll delve into edgier, abstract, and adult-themed shorts in the PG-13 to R range. So enjoy.
I've been doing tattoos for about 10 years now, and let me tell you, mistakes happen. I mean, when I was just an apprentice, I did this tattoo that was supposed to say believe, but when I was done, it said be live. And then this other time, I spelled strength with a double E. I mean, streeth? What is that? It's ridiculous. One time I turned a mistake into a happy accident, though. Instead of no regrets, I wrote no regrets. Yeah, that one has stuck with me for a while now. Yeah, it's embarrassing, but you need to have a sense of humor about these things, right? And you learn from your mistakes. You know, now I'm what I would consider a professional, and there's absolutely no typos here ever.
wants to pay. Small fish. Strong. Drawn by the rest non-disposed. I Russell's Pedro to me. Satisfy oh.
Creí que no volvería a escuchar tu voz. No. Perdóname. Perdóname. Perdón.
Once more, it's time for Animate. Our last highlighted short, Song of the Lake, was chosen by animation director Mike Owens, located in Minnesota. Mike joins Carlos and Sam, located in Mexico. Mike, it's all yours.
Hello, Dave. Thanks for having me here. Yeah, I just want to say hello to our filmmakers, Carlos and Sam, and we're going to start this Animate clock, and I got some questions for you, so start that clock. Hi guys. It's really exciting to be here. I'm a big fan of your film. I got a couple questions. Because the story was the thing that sort of blew me away the most. Like that ending, I didn't see coming. So this film, from what I understand, was adapted from Carlos, your graphic novel, correct?
Yes. This project started as a small graphic novel. I have it right here. It's mostly drawings. It has only a little bit of dialogue. It's almost the same thing as the short film. We just adapted it to the technique, and we had to change some shots, but it's essentially the same thing, but in black and white in 2D. So, yeah.
Amazing. So, Sam, what brought you into this project, and what about this graphic novel wanted you to make this a film?
Well, I have an stop motion studio in Guadalajara, Mexico. So Carlos and we know each other like 2 years ago, Carlos, maybe. And we love the story, we love the project, and we talk each other about why not do this novel in animation. And oh, I do animation. Oh, okay. I have a studio. Okay, let's do that. So, so that's how begins this project.
Yeah.
And we love the story. Carlos loves us. We love him and all the team. So we make a great team. We are a great team right now, and we love everything in this project. So the only problem was we have only 5 months for all the production of this short film. And okay, we say, okay, we want to run, don't sleep, and do this project. Yes. So that's how this project starts.
Amazing. That's so cool. I'm familiar with Carlos's work, so I'm excited to see this adaptation. So like, what was the biggest challenge of the adaptation? Because like you've told the story already in a 2D format. You said it was a black and white graphic novel?
Yeah.
Because one of the things I loved most about was your color, and I was wondering if that came from the graphic novel, because like those deep purples in the shadows of the forest is like not something you would like go to like colors you would use. So can you tell me a little bit how you use color for your storytelling?
Well, it was a big discussion because we Ari and I, there's another director called Ari Navarrete. She and I worked together, directing this film. And when we started working with Sam in Hobby Studios, we envisioned the short film in black and white, but Sam in Salvador had the really great vision to make it in color. They told me like we should try to make it in color, try to have that narrative element, and if we don't like it, if we feel like it will be better to convert it to black and white, we can always take away the color. So we started trying some stuff, and we just wanted to create something that went with the story we love. We wanted to create the most beautiful lighting that we could think of, and see if the studio could manage getting it the same way that we created the concepts, and they really did. I think they nailed it. We're super happy. It even looks better than the concept. So yeah, it's really good. Like I think Salvador was one of the guys that really worked on the lighting for a long time, and it really looks
amazing.
Good.
Yeah, that's a great call, because it's a lot of times adapting stories to a new medium. Like, why do you do that? What's different about it? What do you bring to it? So it's actually really exciting, because I was like, oh, you already had that figured out, but to know that in this process you added that layer is pretty amazing.
It's it was a really good call for the studio, and it was a big challenge, but it turned out really well.
It's very effective.
We also didn't have a lot of time to make a decision, so we just went with it, and we're super happy that it turned out great.
Yeah, 5 months is an amazing amount of time to make a film, especially of this quality. The story is so solid. It's like the point about the story is that you came back after like the first set of credits to show our character, burying this lake creature, which you didn't have to do. Can you tell me why you made that part of the story?
Well, the goal of the story is to kind of explore the concept that in life there's no right and wrong, really. There's only people trying to survive, and most of the time the people that make tough decisions for some people also have their motives. So we wanted to people to empathize with the main character, who's the one that moves the story, but also is the one that makes the tougher decision, and is could be the bad guy also. So he did
who's
something.
telling the story, right? Like, or who's seeing the story?
Yeah, you see the development, and you kind of we're trying to change your mind as of how you think about him as the story develops. So yeah, at the end, I think we felt that we really needed to show how he felt about what he had done, and it was not only that he was happy for the girl, but also like super sad for the mermaid.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite parts about it, because it's just usually you don't get that. Stories often feel one-sided, and so to bring that into such a short, small story, like to have that much power in it by tackling that kind of topic and being able to communicate that in like one simple scene of someone regretting and begging forgiveness for something he had to do, it makes animation very human, I think, in the end. So it's a beautiful story, and I think you guys did you did a very amazing job of bringing this to a brand new medium. We got about a minute left of this 8. Is there any other part of the story that you want to share? Anything about your crew? Anything at all that you'd like to share with the audience?
Yeah, well, I would love Sam to talk a little bit about the animation and the modeling and everything, because I think it's one of the biggest parts of the film.
Okay, so as I say, we don't have a lot of time. We have a very short time, and all the crew is amazing. All the crew supports his part of this work, and we are very, very happy with the result. And we only are thinking in how this story is going, So we are here, and I hope we can do a lot of more stories.
Yeah, me too. You guys are a good team. I think this is it's nice to see this stuff come together. All right, that's our 8 minutes. Thank you guys very much. Beautiful film. Good luck with it in the rest of the festivals. And I think that's it. Dave, back to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sam, Carlos, and Mike. Now stay tuned. We have 2 more shorts left to watch in the fest.
She was no laughing matter, so I laughed in the face of old yesterdays, and that's what makes me smile.
This is a tale of beauty and horror. A story of one of the world's most celebrated superstars.
What makes me smile? The smiling shark in the dark, the smiling skull and bone.
The life, the work,
the killing joke,
and the downfall of the one we all know as the smile.
Smile, that $1 million smile. So irresistible.
Everything he did had a bite, Terrifying, but always with humor and wit. and charm.
They always ask me what it was like to play that famous scene in Animator. And I always say, well, it was simply delicious.
Everybody wanted to work with him. He just emits charisma.
3 times I got the pleasure of being eaten by Smiley in Crocodile Hard, Crocodile 911, and 912, the sequel. I guess I'm just a lucky girl. Hello? Hello? Is anyone there? Hello? Hello?
The iconic feeding scene in Animator shocked audiences all around the world and put Knud Dendermonde, aka The Smile, on the map as a hot new rising star. Despite his heavy foreign accent, Knud was offered one role after another. His smile became his trademark. Knud brought the smile into horror.
I practiced a lot in front of a mirror, doing my smile.
Show it to us! Show it to us, please! Go on, show it! Show it!
It all started in the Rotterdam Zoo, where a tiny crocodile named Willy came crawling out of his egg.
And I didn't like it there, living in a concrete pit. 2 apathetic parents who could only lay there with open mouths all day. It was not for me. I was out of there pretty quick.
For several days, Rotterdam was kept in the grip of fear, and Willy's delinquent behavior started to attract a number of shady customers.
I was out and about, making new friends. Well, I thought they were friends, but I was too young to know.
Willy fell into the hands of a Danish-Belgian syndicate who captured him and smuggled him to the United States of America. A traumatic journey that ended at the estate of film producer Pino Della Dentis. Willy, now known as Knud, went on to spend his teenage years there.
Pino took very good care of me and of my teeth. I called him Pino Della Dentist, with the T at the end.
Knud made a wonderful conversation piece at many of Della Dentis's parties. Always the center of attention, meeting countless celebrities. And soon he was offered his first role in film. Ventured into mainstream cinema, using his irresistible smile as a trademark.
The Smile of the Vampire, starring Knud Dendermonde.
Crocodile. Starring Knud Dendermonde.
Johnny? Johnny? Is that you down there?
From ear to ear. Starring Knud Dendermonde. Gator from the grave. K-Man!
He had the world at his feet. Every woman dreamt of being eaten by the smile.
I had posters of all his feeding scenes up on the walls in my bedroom. Every night I dreamed of his big mouth and that smile. And I wanted to become an actress and be in movies alongside him. Every girl wanted that, but I actually succeeded.
you like your apples juicy, choose Toothy.
When I done that toothpaste advertising, the money really started pouring in. It was unbelievable. I've never seen so much money in my entire life.
Knud earned a fortune doing commercials for spare ribs, skincare products,
I like eating girls. Collect them all, the Smiley action figure sets.
action figures for the kids. Today, they are worth thousands of dollars. In the early 80s, Knud developed a clothing line called La Knud, famous for its immensely popular smile hat. A phenomenon that became known as Knudmania spread rapidly throughout the world. Knud became the world's most beloved villain, his films being dubbed in over 12 billion languages.
I need you.
There was a great deal of speculation about Knud's love life. Always surrounded by a host of gorgeous ladies, he insisted on being single.
That's private. Oh, okay, I'm single, but don't tell anybody, eh?
When asked how he felt about eating all those beautiful actresses, Knud declared on national television,
Very tasty.
I should not have said that.
his careless remark caused a considerable stir, and it was linked to a number of disappearances of young actresses. Lolo Morcel, Tammy Royale, and Kiki Turnon had gone missing.
I've got nothing to do with that. I don't know about that. I don't know anything. Go.
Work on the film set became increasingly difficult.
Let her do what's in the goddamn script!
Croc, he's eating me for real!
Cry out loud!
I was a bad guy. Everyone thought I was a bad guy, but I didn't want to be typecasted anymore.
I wanted to make a nice rom-com or something. Comedy, that's my middle name. The Smile, right?
Knud's smile disappeared for good when the authorities started to investigate his alleged role in the disappearances of actresses.
They tried to frame me, but they had nothing. No proof, nothing. It's all fake.
Still more charges followed. Did Knud secretly yield to the temptations of all those actresses?
This is Heather, actress. This is Knut.
Oh, my God. Oh, I do remember him. The Smile, yes. Oh, he's been here a number of times, yes.
Did Knut ever say anything about the eating of
Did he
women?
say no? Zip. Confessional secret.
Paraphilia, like, for instance, phoraphilia, the desire to be eaten, has rarely occurred as often as at the height of Mr. Knud's career.
Desire grew among all the actresses.
These girls were actually begging to be,
Oh, it's ridiculous.
eaten. Eaten.
The case of Heather Gogether was the only one with a corpus delicti.
I was the only one with proof. I had evidence, or what's left of it. Stop. Can we stop? Sorry, can we stop the camera? Smiley hypnotized me with his rotten smile, and I was deliciously enchanted to be
Ingested?
to be eaten, yes.
Eaten? By Knud?
Well, yeah. I was in seventh heaven. Those sweet little teeth.
Knud, the Smile.
Yeah, Smiley, yeah. But then the online producer came barging in. Such an arrogant jerk. Ugh. And they rushed me off to hospital, press everywhere. A madhouse. Well, you've seen all the pictures in the papers.
But desire can suddenly turn into hate with a snap of a finger. Just like that.
And that's when you decided to sue Knut.
Yeah.
Oh, Heather. She just tried to get in the spotlight, you know. Actresses.
Yeah, yes, but her body has disappeared.
Listen, they found cutlery in her trailer. Her trailer, not mine. Obviously, she ate herself. The whole thing had self-mutilation written all over it.
So you did
I
not...
was abroad in Europe or something.
Of course he was released. Smiley ate me 4 times, no less. And look at me. I'm still in one piece.
No foul play. Smiley's a good actor, but boy, did he like actresses.
Knut was a sweetheart. And Heather, she just got carried away by her little fantasies.
I am bloody innocent. I know you don't want to hear it, but,
They let him go. Just like that.
Knut swiftly found his way to the sets of some European art house films. All of them were major flops, but successfully remade in the States some years later.
they treated me as an artist over there, which I am. The only condition was that I had to have my teeth pulled out, all of them, for the love scenes, you know. But I was happy to do that.
The dental treatment heralded the end of the smile era. Knud's last performance ended on the floor of an editing room, and the film was never released. His paintings and his pop album, Frown Upside Down, were all received with disdain and contempt.
Is it hard being a bad guy?
I don't know. I've just got to do it, you know. I'm an artist. Yes, I did my best, you know.
Interest here, and we'll be starting the bidding at £1,100,000.
The proceeds from the auction went to charity, as Knud would have wanted. In the end, Knud has never been convicted.
They cost me a fortune, but aren't they nice? Beautiful and shiny. And it's for a good cause.
We love our baddies, don't we?
First he loved the Animator, then he put on a smile. There was no investigator to be seen in a mile for a while. For the industry that made her and arranged for him to date her was cashing on the gator and the girl a little later. No animals were hard. No animals were hard. Oh, the gator allegation, saying a crocodile complaints. Would you attract for a predator? You think the carnivores is sane? When you play and make believe and you believe to make believe, you're gonna draw a lot of blood before you draw a little breed. No animals were hard.
They had nothing.
And no animals were hard.
It's all fake.
No animals were hard. And no animals were hard.
It's my full name. The Smile, right?
Animals were hard.
Her Taylor, not mine.
Well, that just about wraps it up for the 2023 season of the Most Stop Motion Shorts Festival. Again, I'd like to thank all of the filmmakers who submitted to our festival, our amazing jurors, and you for joining us to appreciate the first form of animation ever put to film, stop motion. We leave you with one last musical short. I'm David Rocco Ficini. Till next time.
I saw it all unravel, we've been here before. Little pieces of us scattered on the floor. The time starts fading as it all sets in. We get lost just to find ourselves again. Trying to be more me so I can reach you. Tired of saying I'm sorry when I don't need to. It's all part of the story that we've been through. When the weather is stormy, I'll bring the beach to you. It's like a mirage, I see you then you're gone. It was written in the stars, if I'm tripping let me fall. And it'll be alright, for the first time I know we'll be alright, we'll be just fine. I saw it all unravel, we've been here before. Little pieces of us scattered on the floor. The time starts fading as it all sets in. We get lost just to find ourselves again. Summertime, state of mind, staying high. Say it's mine again, say it's mine again. I'm alive, we've been on a wild ride. Say you're mine again, like you were back then. Yeah, it's like a mirage, I see you then you're gone. It was written in the stars, if I'm tripping let me fall. And it'll be alright, for the first time I know we'll be alright, we'll be just fine. I saw it all unravel, we've been here before. Little pieces of us scattered on the floor. The time starts fading as it all sets in. We get lost just to find ourselves again. Finding ourselves, we getting lost out here to find ourselves. We've been getting lost.
Thank you.